One. Thank you for taking this moment to breathe and listen to what can change your life forever. My name is Ragnar Sinikas, and I'm the founder of the Ladypreneur TV, How to Dominate the Decades talks, World Women's Conference and Awards, the creator of Coral Desk, the coach of the Changemakers, and co-author for 3 soon-to-be launched books for entrepreneurship secrets. So thank you for joining us. And today I have this tremendous honor to have with me here as far from Australia. And that's where we are recording, by the way, because otherwise it would be in the middle of the night for her. So we respect her hours to actually get the beauty sleep that everybody needs. So I have with us Hazel Herrington. And let me tell you a little about Hazel. Although I was reading her biography, and this is so powerful and so impactful that I will do just a short part of it, and then you will hear about her with her own words. So Hazel Herrington is a highly energetic and goal-driven multi-award winner, humanitarian, business consultant, global speaker, celebrity interviewer, and brand ambassador. With years of impassioned and diverse experiences, she has an incredibly strong foundation and deep understanding of the business, coaching, investing, and personal branding industries. Hazel illuminates her knowledge and her humanitarian approaches by empowering women and youth worldwide to become economically independent through her charity Destiny Arise. So welcome and tell us more. Tell us your story. Where are you from? Why are you in Australia?
Thank you so much, Ragnar, for having me on your show. It's a pleasure and an honor. And thank you for all the guests that are watching. My name is Dr. Hazel Herrington, and I am a multiple award-winning entrepreneur, global speaker, celebrity interviewer, and a business coach, as well as the Australian Global Goodwill Ambassador and human rights activist and humanitarian representing Australia. I have an amazing story to tell, a story for my journey from Zimbabwe to Australia. And it wasn't an easy story. So you may be watching Ragnar's show right now. You're going through a challenging time right now, asking yourself right now with this crisis, what's going to happen? I'm a single mom. I'm an entrepreneur. My business is struggling. Will I make it? I was in that same situation 5 years ago. It wasn't a global crisis, but it was a relationship crisis. And I needed to be able to put my ducks in order to succeed in life and overcome a challenge that I was going through. And you need to do the same thing. At that time, I was moving from Zimbabwe to Australia, failed relationship, and moved to Australia with my 18-month-old daughter. Didn't know what I was going to do. Was successful in Zimbabwe, had 2 charities, empowering women and youth. But the inflation was so high. Inflation was so bad in Zimbabwe, I had to shut down my business at a restaurant because I was in so much debt that I couldn't continue. And this is the reality in life, that with a crisis comes an opportunity to be creative and innovative. And I had to make a choice. Do I stay here and just fail? Or do I make a decision? Do I move to another country? Which is what I had to do. And sometimes some of us may have to move from our comfort zone. I was comfortable. Things were working at that time, but we have to move out of our comfort zone to another area where we can blossom, meet new people, and become new individuals. And so that's what happened. I left Zimbabwe, moved to Australia, and I have to tell you this part of my story. I remember getting to the airport and weeping and weeping. Fear consumed me. Fear. And I'm holding my 18-month-old baby. I'm not going to make it. Fear of the unknown. Fear of failure. Constant thought, it's not going to work, it's not going to work. Go back, go back. Go back to what you used to. But I overcame those fears. I decided, why sit at home, murmur, complain? We may have a crisis in the economy. I may have a personal crisis, but I have ownership of my thoughts. I began to work on my mindset. As an entrepreneur, it's critical. Working on my mindset. And I needed to feed my mind with positive thoughts. So I used to do daily meditations. And I would say to myself that I'm going to make it. I'm a success. I'm not a failure. To make a long story short, I went back to school, went back to university, furthered my education, did a degree in, I did a Bachelor of Business, and my major was in entrepreneurship and small business. Best decision I ever made. And then I also invested in myself. I always say to entrepreneurs, don't try doing things alone. Get a business coach or a mentor that can help you along the way. They'll help you face those challenges that are so difficult to overcome. They may take a long time, that may make you lose money. That's what a business coach or mentor will do. And I met a business coach from the JT Fox organization, JT Fox. My life changed like that. So with the benefits of going to university, getting a business coach, my business coach was on-job training. I didn't have to get an internship. My coach was there for me, mentoring me, equipping me, empowering me. And his platforms became my platforms. It transformed my life considerably. And if you want to ask Hazel, tell me, and you say, Hazel, you know what, I don't know where to start. I'm thinking of moving. Here's the thing, you've got to write down your short-term and long-term goals. You've got to overcome your fears. That fear of the unknown, it's just your mind. And that's just a brief background of how I traveled from Zimbabwe to Australia. And how did I become a multiple award winner? Is that as the years went by, the work and the seeds that I planted in Zimbabwe, I carried on with that work, working with women, with youth, speaking on global platforms. And people begin to recognize that. And this year already, I've been nominated and I'm an honoree for more than 4 awards. Actually, this week, I'll be announcing another award for in Australia, which means so much to me. Persistent and hard work pay off, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, and I appreciate Ragnar creating this platform for you to be able to be equipped and empowered by business coaches who can help you to become a success and an award winner and a future leader.
Absolutely. First of all, congratulations with everything that you have accomplished in your lives. Obviously, congratulations with all your awards. We know that we need the awards in order to also see that we are seen and recognized by the effort which we give more than we just which average people would be even not thinking of giving or doing or etc etc. So, and you have found your niche in a sense. So branding, I think personal branding and the branding is your words. So if I think of you, then I have 2 words: humanitarian and branding, which and branding also has to do obviously with your mindset. But I have seen a lot of people discussing lately, like if you should have, let's say, any relations with celebrities in order to improve your branding. And I know that you have interviewed a lot of celebrities. Like, what's your take on that? Like, why is it important that, and why someone should do it?
Thank you, Ragnar. Fantastic question. Okay, so I am a branding expert. What I do is that I equip and empower entrepreneurs to clearly communicate who they are, what their business does, and how to differentiate themselves in the marketplace. You'll be surprised how many entrepreneurs are unable to communicate clearly what their business is all about. I'm sure, Ragnar, you've been through the same thing. You go onto a website, you go onto someone's profile on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and you're confused. They're sending you a message and they're emailing you. Their profile photo is from 1980 when they were in their teens. They say they're CEO, but things are not aligning. And it's not that they are not telling the truth and they're not being credible. It's just that their digital presence is not being done properly. They're not cultivating it. They're not building it. They're not investing in it. So that's what I do. And so when we're talking about celebrity branding, I have interviewed a lot of celebrities. I've interviewed Mel Gibson. He's a Hollywood actor and famously known in the movies Braveheart and the director of a lot of amazing movies. And I've also interviewed Charlie Sheen from the iconic comedies in the United States of America. And I've also interviewed Joel Kilcher. She's a multi Grammy Award nominee, amazing singer and producer, and also interviewed other celebrities. Here's the thing, celebrity branding will position you as an expert, as an authority in your field. It will differentiate you in the marketplace. So what do I mean by differentiate you in the marketplace? Is that we've got two companies. There's your company, and then there's your competitor's company. And my photo with a celebrity, my videos, my interviews that are put on my social media platforms are what we call branding credibility. Number one, it builds credibility and trust with your clients. A bigger example is Nike. Nike is not going to use a baker, a plumber, a simple baker plumber, and pay them millions of dollars to promote their products. Why? Because branding by association is critical in the season to sell products. So when we are associating ourselves with celebrities, they are seen as the influencers, the experts. They pull in the crowd. They are sellers. So we are piggy banking. What we call piggy banking is that we are riding on their fame to boost sales. And some people may say, "Oh, well, I don't want to do that. I don't need to do that. I can build my brand." Ladies and gentlemen, the reality is that when you are still starting off, you need to piggy bank on something or someone. That's the reality.
Yes, I think it's also very cultural for us. Like we tend to be so much more modest in the all other parts of the world that we don't really have the tradition like United States of America has, like the Hollywood and the celebrities and really celebrating it and like really like feeling the honor, like, oh, I just saw like this actor, or I just saw that musician, or like for us it's like, especially like I'm from Europe, and for me the first time I went to US, it was like uh, oh my God, it is very special, but we're not used to express our feelings. But yeah, you have to admit, if you're looking at a profile of someone that you do not know, but you do know that actor, you're like, she or he must have doing something that she's on the picture. And now I'm curious, why? What is the connection there now? So I totally agree. And as a marketing and branding expert, what are the common challenges entrepreneurs find building a successful global brand? Like, one is, okay, we're doing something locally, trying to be all up to date, and now I need to go and actually see all my profiles as well. It's very good. I think I haven't really dedicated much time on that. I'm going to do that speed of implementation. But and thank you for bringing it up. But we're talking about going global, so it's totally two different levels. So what is your advice there?
Yeah, in my experience working with my clients, the common challenges that they face, like I said, is differentiating themselves in the marketplace. What makes them unique? Why should customers choose them, choose their company, choose to work with them? And so we go back to looking at what their strengths, weaknesses are. So if you have a challenge right now differentiating yourselves in the marketplace, do a SWOT analysis: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. So you work on your strengths. So look at your strengths and you say, okay, These are my strengths. What are the problems in the marketplace that my competitor is not solving? We take those problems that they're not solving, we improve on those. Then we take those problems that they're not solving, your strengths, we begin to communicate them clearly into the marketplace. An example is if I'm selling chocolate, I always use this example. We've got Cadbury's chocolate, we've got Fredo chocolate. I love Cadbury's chocolate. I'm going to instantly buy Cadbury's chocolate because they're famous. But here comes in Fredo. They can't just do a chocolate and brand a chocolate that just has the flavor and the taste of a chocolate. What's so different? But Fredo chocolate, Fredo creates a chocolate that bursts in your mouth. It crackles. It creates a memorable experience. And that's an experience that I personally had. I bought a Fredo chocolate, had a piece, like Crispies. When I think about it, it's like my memory goes back. And this Fredo chocolate, it's popping in my mouth. Whoa, whoa. And you begin to share that information. I become a word of mouth client. You don't have to pay me. I'm advertising for you. Did you taste this chocolate? It crackles in your mouth. It builds an experience. So that's how I've differentiated myself in the market. Another challenge that entrepreneurs find is they don't know how to explain what they do. What do you do? And I help my clients create a powerful global brand story. Is that we go back and we talk about how the company started. And we build a story that clients can relate with. And in this brand story, the clients are the heroes. The clients are the heroes. You are not the hero. What I often find with clients that are building a brand for their corporate brands or personal brands is that they're always talking about themselves, what they did to achieve success, where they started, but they don't involve the clients in their story. When you're building a brand story, you talk about where you started, the challenges and the problems that you faced. But when you're talking about the challenges and the problems that you faced building your brand and the problems that you solved, make sure that they at that stage you're involving your clients. You're telling them, if you went through this challenge, this is how we solved it. This is how we're going to solve it for you. And this is the end result after we solve the problem for you.
Beautiful. And this is, I think, I have never heard better explanations because it's simple, straight to the point, and I think a lot of people also overthink or complicate, thinking that branding and marketing, this is something very, very complicated, and especially in today's world because everything is digital and a lot of people are in different generations, so there's like still like they're a little afraid of really understanding it. So the way that you just described it's beautiful. Thank you. Like I haven't I haven't heard that type of explanation ever in my life. But let's I will now go to the how to dominate the decade and ask you for your three recommendations how entrepreneurs can dominate in the marketplace when it comes to personal branding.
Okay. The first thing you need to dominate in the marketplace is get a business coach. That's a no-brainer. Don't try and do it alone. Why? Because you're going to waste a lot of money trying to figure it out on your own. You'd rather invest in a business coach. And a business coach is different from a mentor. A mentor is not going to take time out to really go out of the way to help you. A mentor gives you advice. A mentor is not a business coach. We've got to get that clear. And business coaches are so busy that if they're going to take time to mentor you, they probably know you on a personal level. That's the reality. You've got to invest in yourself. Get a business coach. They will lead you and guide you and help you to overcome challenges and help you to avoid business pitfalls, wrong business opportunities. Challenge number one, resolved. Challenge number two, what we're talking about is keep in touch with innovation, keep in touch with new technology. Ragnar, we had an amazing conversation before we started this interview about how we are improving ourselves in relation to technology and innovation. We have a global crisis right now with COVID-19, and everything has gone digital. You've heard Ragnar talking about it. Everything is digital, everything is digital. So when we're talking about you need to keep up to date with innovation, personal branding, work on your personal brand, create a landing page, get help building that landing page, go online, check what other people are doing. Podcasts are in fashion right now. When I say in fashion, it's a trend. It's a trend. Start building your podcast. If you don't know how to do podcasts, like I said, get a business coach. They'll help you to do that. Keeping in touch with innovation, moving, because the saddest thing is that you are waiting. You're not in touch with technology. By the time this crisis is over, we have people that have made millions, people that are way ahead of you. They've captured more clients. They have more leads just because you are following old methodologies, old ways of thinking. Point number 3, ladies and gentlemen, you need to be innovative thinkers. Innovative thinkers, we do not have a crisis problem only. Right now, entrepreneurs are sitting back and they're watching things happen. As entrepreneurs, we shouldn't be having a crisis problem only. We have a thinking problem as well. Get your company together in this situation. Have meetings. Create an innovative thinking meeting every week. What's happening with this crisis? What can we do to improve? Become the future leader that this economy, whether it's Mexico, Australia, are looking for. We need innovative thinkers right now. Guess what's happening in the gaming industry? From having 18 million views in a month, they have 23 million views a day. People are going online. They're looking for content. They're bored. Netflix, Amazon, they views, YouTube views. People are making money, millions. Take your business and like I said, start thinking out the box. What can I do in this season and this time? What innovative ideas can I come up with? Get a business coach. They have more experience than you have. What can I do? Leaders, you're a future global leader. Future global leaders don't sit back. They don't sit back. Leaders are breeded during a crisis. And you know what leaders do? They don't sit back and watch things happen. Go out there, be visible. In personal branding, I'm always talking about visibility. You have not even done a Facebook Live. You have not even created a platform for people to join a webinar. You have not even done an article or a podcast. You have done nothing during this COVID-19 crisis, and you call yourself a leader? Shame on you. Entrepreneurs are visible. They are out there. Now I want to see, and I want to give you an assignment. Go out there, do something visible, get noticed, and get the global recognition that you deserve.
Perfect. So actually, let's create a hashtag. What should that be? Get to work, get it done, and let's see how many entrepreneurs will actually jump on it, and we can follow
Yes.
back. So use the hashtag, get to work, get it done. So we will see
Yes.
how you followed up. But very powerful, Hazel. Like I'm listening to you, and I'm like already having my list. Okay, this is done. This there I can be better. This I should put more focus. Like I'm literally thinking how to sharpen my axe in a sense that still, even if I'm like, what happens also with us is like we're so into it and like doing things, and then we just need someone who says like, hey guys, 1, 2, 3, are you doing it? We're like, oh my god, back to basics. Like I forgot the one which is so simple. Like go and upgrade your LinkedIn. Go and upgrade your, like, I have to admit, I need to go today and upgrade my LinkedIn. I think I haven't done it for because again, I'm thinking that my audience is not there. So I sort of discard it. But maybe that is my opportunity now while this is happening in the world. So it's really good, like open to always be open for the opportunities and have the access to different channels. So absolutely, I really enjoyed everything that you were conveying, and my to-do list is now longer. Thank you.
I'm glad, Ragnar. I'm glad, and I'm glad, and I'd like to believe that the viewers as well. They've actually put down their goals, long term, short term, and they're gonna go out there and take action. That's what we want, and that's why you created the show. Good on you.
Now, let's see that there is someone who did not have the paper and pen. I don't know why wouldn't they, but let's assume that there is someone which is out of paper, for example. How can people contact you?
Thank you, Ragnar. Kindly go to my website, hazelherrington.com. That's HAZELHERRINGTON.com. You can email me at hazel@hazelherrington.com. And I look forward to receiving your questions and any feedback that you'd like, even from the show that you'd like to give. We'd like to encourage dialogue, but most importantly, coaching. You need a coach. You need someone to hold your hand, guide you, and help you to overcome the challenges, the fears, the mental setbacks you're going through right now. Get in touch with me.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you, Hazel. To be in contact from Australia and having this global news to us. And I'm pretty sure for some of us, it really was global news because I think there's a lot of people, especially in Mexico, where a lot of digital marketing and branding is something which is relatively new, or people are not even maybe new, but people are not just, they didn't need to use it before because as the environment doesn't require it, then most of the people are in comfort zone, and it takes a lot for them to come out of the comfort zone. So thank you very much. And everybody that you are watching this, so number one, please comment. Please send us questions. We will take a look at them, we will answer them, and we will get back to you. Obviously, as if you have seen more of my shows, then you understand that this platform is to help you as a community member. We want to serve, we want to add value, and have the best impact that we can while we are under those circumstances. And we are in this together. And our hashtag is each one reaches one, and that's really the truth. So if we were able to change your life today, then our mission is complete. But you have also the possibility to change someone else's life. And this is by sharing this video or the information that you got from here with your 5 of your friends. Why 5? I have been talking about it, but again, so we become our conversations, and we are a mix of our 5 closest friends. So look around, and look around good. With whom are you surrounding yourself? From whom are you asking for the advice, especially in times like that? So if you tomorrow want to be an entrepreneur that is earning $1 million, then you can't ask the advice how to do it from your neighbor who might be a taxi driver. And there is nothing wrong to be a taxi driver, but just don't go ask for help in the wrong place. So yeah. I think that with all the people and all the business coaches and all the coaches which are lined up for the next 3 months, every day, you will get the information that you need to go to the next level and really come out after this all is over as a winner. So take the responsibility for your life, speed of implementation, no excuses, no fear, As you heard, Hazel's story was so powerful that I had chills. So thank you for listening to us, and thank you for joining us, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Thank you, Regina. Bye bye.